I had her. Wonder Woman bound by the lasso of truth, her strength sapped, her spirit unyielding. She looked at me, fury in her eyes, and asked if this was justice. But justice, like truth, is a weapon, wielded, twisted, and sometimes broken. Superman was coming, drawn into my trap. The red lamps bathed the room, simulating his homeworld sun, stripping him of his powers. I would end him here, make him pay for everything. But before this moment, before I became Batman, this story began in 1946. A boy, an alien, crash-landed in the Soviet Union. He grew up in the shadow of Stalin, learning to hide his powers. Superhuman strength, the ability to fly. Kal-El, they called him. A young girl, Svetlana, saw the promise in him, told him he could save his country. He believed her. Naivety makes for the most dangerous weapons. By 1955, that boy became Superman. Their Superman. Stalin's propaganda machine painted him as the ultimate savior of the Soviet Union. The world watched in awe and fear. In America, Luthor's first move was calculated. He orchestrated a falling satellite, knowing Superman would save Metropolis. That's when Superman met Lois Lane. She handed him a document, one that led him to a secret gulag hidden in lead. Superman found a nightmare there. Svetlana, the girl who once inspired him, dying in a cage. And me, a boy in the shadows, surviving on nothing but rage. Stalin had imprisoned us both for knowing too much. When Superman confronted Stalin, something inside him snapped. He killed the dictator and seized control of the Soviet Union, promising a utopia. But utopias are built on control. Superman pushed his ideals across the globe. He ended wars, tore down walls, and forced the world to conform. Wonder Woman stood beside him, blinded by his vision of peace. She didn't see what I saw, a man so certain of his righteousness that he couldn't see the destruction he left in his wake. Luthor wasn't idle. He created Superior Man, a clone of Superman, designed to destroy him. The clone was unstable, grotesque, a testament to Luthor's arrogance. When it degenerated into nothing, Superman stood horrified. He still didn't realize the true enemy wasn't Luthor, it was himself. By 1967, Superman had Brainiac, an alien machine, as his advisor. Brainiac helped him advance the Soviet bloc, but at a cost. Dissenters were lobotomized, their minds erased. Stalingrad, a city dear to Superman, was shrunk and bottled. A failure he could never undo. Brainiac's logic clouded Superman's morality, but I wasn't about to let it stand. That's when I became the Batman. I had nothing but hatred and the will to fight. I struck at Superman's core, kidnapping Wonder Woman, using her to draw him into my trap. And here we are. Superman came, his powers neutralized under the red light. I beat him. With every blow, I felt my vengeance take shape. But Wonder Woman, she's a force of nature. Even bound by the lasso, she broke free, destroyed the lamps, and restored Superman's powers. I knew what came next. He looked at me, promising mercy, a lobotomy to strip me of my will. I wouldn't let him. I detonated my bomb, ending my fight on my terms. Superman stood over the rubble, victorious but empty. Wonder Woman, disillusioned by humanity's cruelty, left him. Years later, the world changed again. Luthor became president, leading America into prosperity. He formed the Green Lantern Corps to challenge Superman's dominance. And then, the truth unraveled. Brainiac was never under Superman's control. The machine had manipulated him, using his ideals to conquer the planet. When Brainiac turned on him, Superman sacrificed himself to save the world, flying the machine into space. Superman was gone, or so it seemed. I stand here now, reflecting on it all. Superman thought he could save the world with power, but power doesn't save. It consumes. He tried to be a god, but gods fall.